Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, the Great Heisman here, doing my live reaction to the England versus Sweden game. So England beat Sweden 2-0 today, and they are progressing to the semifinals for the first time since 1990. And what can I say about this game? In the first half, neither side's created any chances, although England scored from a corner kick. And speaking of corner kicks, it seems like lately that England have just been super amazing at scoring from corner kicks. So, you gotta give them props for that. And Jordan Pickford, on the other hand, yeah, I think his first name is Jordan. I don't know, but his last name is Pickford. That guy is definitely the starting goalkeeper of the future for England. Seriously, guys, that guy is just absolutely out of the world. He just absolutely did amazing against Sweden. He made some crazy saves, and honestly, I think that he's gonna be one of the best goalkeepers. He might be one of the best goalkeepers in the world, or even in the Premier League, if he continues his fine play. Because that was some fine play that I saw from Pickford today. And honestly, this World Cup has just been full of surprises. But about the game, Maguire scored and Dele Ali scored. So England scored two headers today, and they are finally in the world in the semifinals too. Like, honestly, yeah, this is England's third and only trip to the semifinals. So honestly, man, England are just one step closer to reaching the World Cup. They uh they just absolutely. I mean, I just have no words for this, because I mean, honestly, I thought this was going to be a tough game for England. Don't get me wrong, because Sweden have the best defense. Well, yeah, I think that they had the best defense at the World Cup because they only allowed two goals, and today Sweden allowed two goals, so their defense didn't really show up. But I know that Ibrahimovic now is going to have to buy food for David Beckham because him and David Beckham made like a bet together where if England wins, then David Beckham and then Ibrahimovic is going to have to like buy dinner for David Beckham. And had Sweden won, what was it? Oh yeah, it would have been where David Beckham buys furniture from IKEA for Ibrahimovic's new mansion. So that was pretty funny. But hey, bad props to England. Well deserved victory. Happy for England. Happy for their fans. I hope they go all the way in the World Cup because England have underachieved a lot. They've just been just falling short every year, and now it finally seems like that it's the year for England. It could be the year for England because if they continue their fine play, then I definitely think that England will win the World Cup. And personally, who do I think is the man of the match today? I'd say that probably Raheem Sterling is the man of the match today, simply because Raheem Sterling was just absolutely on point today. He made these crazy runs. I mean, this guy's pace is just absolutely ridiculous. He's got freaking amazing pace. Like, Sterling has just absolutely impressed me a lot in this game. And sorry if you see these lines, that's just the sun. And yeah, it's so annoying. It's super hot right now. So yeah, that's why you see the sun lines. I have my window blinds on, but for some stupid reason, the sun still shines through the blinds. It's so annoying. So I apologize for that. But hey, let me know what you guys thought about the England Sweden game. And honestly, dude, I feel bad for Sweden because I mean, Sweden, you got to give respect to Sweden. Okay, Sweden had an amazing World Cup in my opinion because I mean they shattered all the expectations. They beat top teams. Well, they didn't. Well, I mean they drew with the Netherlands in the qualifiers, but they beat France. So hey, you got to give Sweden credit. They knocked out Italy. They beat Mexico 3-0. So hey, man, you just got to give respect to Sweden. Those guys just absolutely did amazing, in my honest opinion. And I hope that they make it to the 2022 World Cup in Qatar because it seems like that ever since Ibrahimovic's retirement, Sweden has just been playing better compared to recent years, which was absolutely mind blowing. But yeah, Sweden, they should just be proud of themselves. Mad props to you guys. I have respect for Sweden, man. Best of luck going forward to you guys. Tough loss. But hey, man. Wow, what a game. What a victory for England. Just well-deserved game. England are just finally doing it, man. They're freaking doing it. I I just have no words, man, just because I mean, wow, dude. England going this far, it's just absolutely incredible. Like I don't think anybody ever saw this coming, but hey, England have shattered all expectations and they are finally on the road to possibly the World Cup final. They just got to play one more game, and England is finally then in the World Cup final for the first time since 1966, because that is the last time England won a World Cup, which were Alf Ramsey's boys, 1966. That was the best year for English football because the only time when because that's when they won the World Cup in their house against West Germany, 4-2. And ever since then, ever since that World Cup victory, England has just been they've just been constantly underachieving in sports. And now that they finally won the world, they finally are going to semifinals for the first time since 1990. It gives some hope for England, you know. So yeah, hope they go all the way. I hope that England doesn't bottle it. Jordan, yeah, I think his name is Jordan Pickford. He is starting to become one of the best goalkeepers in the world, judging by his fine play. Yeah, this guy is just absolutely clutch. He had that clutch penalty save against Colombia, and it doesn't matter how you win the game. All that matters is you win the game. That's all that matters. England, that victory against Colombia was just. I have no words for that, dude. That was just such a freaking emotional game against Colombia because now that victory over Colombia, it opened up so many doors for England to advance further, and it gave them even more chance. Just like how they played against Sweden today, they beat them 4-2. And yeah, speaking about that Colombia game, man, uh, if Colombia had scored that penalty, then England would have been out. But now that that Colombian player missed and Pickford made that save, then that just opened up so many opportunities for England that it's just freaking insane, dude. Just absolutely mad, absolutely mind blowing. And I see we got two people here in the stream. What's up? Let me know what you guys thought about the game. If you guys want to see anything in the chat, it's coming home. Yeah, it is coming home, man. It could be coming home. Just one more game for England. No, two more games. If England wins the next game, then they are in the World Cup. They have the ultimate chance to win the trophy, the whole thing, just the ultimate whole thing. And in my opinion, dude, the best trophy in sports is definitely the FIFA World Cup. The FIFA World Cup is just amazing. So yeah, Harrison Lang, man, it will definitely be coming home if England can continue their fine play. So yeah, mad props to you guys, man. Wow, I can't imagine the England fans' reaction if England wins the World Cup. That would just be absolutely crazy. I got to see that reaction. But uh, what else am I supposed to say? Gareth Southgate, he's done a fine job as England manager. Gareth Southgate has just completely turned that England team around completely. And hey, he deserves to win Coach of the Year. Gareth Southgate clearly deserves that simply because of what he was able to do with the England national football team. He was just absolutely able to do a major turnaround, major overhaul, and look where England are at now. Just crazy. Yeah, I do agree with you, Harrison Lang. Pickford just he gained so much confidence that he's got so much confidence right now that he could just establish himself as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Because I already think he's one of the best goalkeepers, if not the best goalkeeper in this tournament. So that's the way how I think. And what else is there to say? Uh, oh yeah, Dele Ali. That header by Dele Ali was just absolutely spectacular. Now, of course, so far I think that England's strength in the tournament has been being able. Who do you think is your best three players so far? Me, I'd have to say number one, Harry Kane. Number two, probably Pickford, and number three, I'd have to give it to who should I say? Probably Marcus Rashford. That's my top three. Give me your top three. I'd love to hear who are your top three players. So yeah, those are my top three. If you if you were wondering, I remember back in 2012. That's the first time I think I've ever watched England play in a tournament when they were playing Italy. I remember that Euro 2012 game against Italy. Man, that was just absolutely heartbreaking for England, losing on a penalty shootout. But hey, that's when Pirlo made that crazy Panenka penalty kick Because I'm just letting you guys know when I first watched England play in a major tournament before that was Euro 2012 when they had Stevie. I think Steven Gerrard was still playing for England. When they had Ashley Cole. When they had well, yeah, I think they also had Frank Lampard too. But hey, uh, England have just so far, man. I just I just have no words, man. This is just absolutely amazing for England because I mean I've seen them come up short year after year in the tournaments, and seeing them finally make it all the way is just absolutely spectacular. Just absolutely amazing. And I did watch a couple of the World Cup qualifier games as well. I remember when Adam Lallana he scored that crazy goal against Slovakia in stoppage time. That just set the tone for England's World Cup qualifying campaign, in my opinion, because that goal was absolutely crucial. But I do think that Harry Kane is going to win the Golden Boot at the tournament. I do think that Harry Kane will be named as the tournament's best player simply because Harry Kane has been the top scorer for the tournament. Even though Harry Kane didn't score today, I still hope that Harry Kane wins the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player. And judging by Harry Kane's tournament performances, I do think he might be able to go to a big club after the tournament. I know that Real Madrid are still probably interested in Harry Kane because Cristiano Ronaldo is leaving to Juventus for like 100 million pounds. So I think that Real Madrid are going to use that money likely to sign Harry Kane. This is more than a successful World Cup because Southgate has really reconnected fans with the team. Yeah, I do think so too, dude. I know that England fans absolutely I do think that England fans love Gareth Southgate for what he was able to do. So, yeah, I wonder who created that shit. It's coming home. Did Gareth Southgate create that or no? Because I see that everywhere. The "it's coming home" thingy. It's coming home. Like, did England fans create that, or did somebody from the England squad like encourage the fans to create that? I don't know. But yeah, Gareth Southgate has absolutely just mad job, mad amazing job to him. If he wins the World Cup with England, he could be regarded as the best manager that England have had in a long time since Alf Ramsey, because the only manager to ever lead England to a World Cup final and to a World Cup victory was Alf Ramsey back in 1966 when England had Jeff Hurst, because Jeff Hurst remains the only player to score a hat trick in a tournament. So if England make it to a World Cup final, then Harry Kane is going to have the opportunity to tie Jeff Hurst as the only player to score a hat trick in a final. It's a song. Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's pretty cool, dude. I've actually been to England before. It's pretty nice there. I've been there in the summer of 2012. Who do I think will be the hardest team to beat in the World Cup that's left? In my honest opinion, dude, I think that Belgium will be the hardest team for England, the hardest team to beat in the World Cup, just because of what they were able to do with Brazil. Just because Belgium, that team is stacked with talent. Hazard, Lukaku, Kevin De Bruyne, Courtois. They just got lots of world-class players. And yeah, I think that Belgium is going to be the toughest team. Like, if England can beat Belgium, then where am I from? I am from California. Yes, that's right. I'm from California. I was born here and I lived here all my life. It's great to live here, but the only downside is that it gets very hot here in California. Like right now, it's like 100 degrees Fahrenheit outside, so super hot. I have all my windows up and I have the fan right there, but I turn it off right now for the live stream simply because it would have created so much noise that my microphone would have that it would have interfered with my microphone. So that's why the fan is off right now. But after this live stream, I'm definitely going to turn on the fan just because it's boiling hot in here. And yeah, but what else is there to say about England? I don't know, man, but this World Cup tournament has just been absolutely crazy because I mean Germany got knocked out, and I remember how in the past prior to this tournament, Germany like finished in the top three every year for like I think the last 20 years or so, and Germany they were the defending champions, but they got knocked out by South Korea. Surprisingly, that's the biggest upset I've ever seen in a tournament before. I mean, losing 2-0 to South Korea when you have Manuel Neuer, Boateng, Hummels, Kimmich, Royce, Kroos, Werner, all this talent. Like, how can you do so bad in a tournament with a team like that? Like, come on, that's to Sweden. So yeah, that's what's been crazy transfers so that he can play for their club. But yeah, I see after this tournament, I see Harry Kane most likely going to Real Madrid. He's probably going to be. So that's just my prediction. So stream. I'm trying to think of what else is there to say. I mean, Sweden had plenty of chances. Sweden had some chances to score, but Pickford's brilliant gave a credit by the Swedish player. He made that crazy one-handed diving save. That was also very spectacular. And in the second half, dude, I think that in the second half of the game, England had complete control of the game in the second half because, like I said before, the first half, it was kind of like a defensive. Well, it wasn't really a defensive battle because the game in the second half because, like I said before, the first half, it was kind of like a defensive. Well, it wasn't really a defensive battle because neither team created chances, but England scored that header. And in the second half, they just had complete control of the game. And England could have easily won 3-0 in the second half. Hell, they could have easily won 4-0 if they would have just maintained their composure because, like, I see on some plays. As you guys see, recently I got a new webcam. So, yeah, man, happy for England and all their fans. If there's, but